Hi, welcome to Eat These Words. This week I'm going to be doing a chicken recipe inspired by flavours from the north of Africa. So we're going to start with some chicken thighs. So yeah, a packet of chicken thighs. We want about 6 to 8 chicken thighs. And what we're going to do is dry them off on a bit of kitchen paper. And we're going to take off any extra pieces of skin that doesn't need to be there. So here's my chicken. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chicken joints here, chicken thigh joints, and any skin that can be removed just by pulling off, I'm going to do that. Now this recipe doesn't take long to put together, but it does take an hour and a quarter to cook in the oven. So sort yourself out a pan that will work on the stove top and in the oven if you can. If you can't, then use your frying pan and transfer to a casserole dish. Take some Ras-el Hanout, and I'm going to rub my chicken thighs in the Ras-el Hanout. So you'll need maybe 3 teaspoonfuls of it, just to make sure it gets everywhere. I love Ras-el Hanout, it's got a lovely flavour. And what we want to do is get our hands in there and get our chicken totally covered in this delicious spice mix. If you don't have Ras-el Hanout, then smoked paprika, a bit of cumin, coriander, ginger, that's what we want in there. So give them a good rub. If you can, you leave these for about an hour and a half to 2 hours to marinate, but you don't have to. You can do them straight away, which is what I'm going to, because I haven't got time today to let them marinate. Swill my hands under the water to make sure they're clean and dry them off, and just pop those to one side. Put your oven onto gas mark 4 and let it heat up, and taking a large oven-proof pan, put that on to heat up as well. Once your chicken has warmed up, it's time to put some colour on it in your casserole dish. So I'm adding about a tablespoon of garlic oil, a tablespoon of garlic oil to my pan, and taking some tongs, I'm going to start and brown these on all sides. Give them a bit of colour. It's the first part of creating flavour in any meal, getting some colour on your meat. So I'm on my last 2 chicken breasts here, and all we're after is a little bit of colour, that's all. We're not aiming to cook them, that's going to happen in the oven. But all this lovely oil that you can see in the pan is going to help us to create flavour when the rest of our ingredients go in. Then into our pan goes 1 whole large onion sliced into nice thin slices. 2 more onion you can do, that's not a problem. You make this recipe your own. Let the onion soften in those lovely flavours that we've got in there. You may need to add another tablespoon of oil for this, depending on how your chicken has performed in the pan there. I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of garlic oil just to help lubricate the pan a little bit. When your onion has softened, as it has here, what we're going to do is add the rest of our ingredients. And those ingredients are 1 tin of chopped tomatoes going in. Stir that around. We're going to add into there about 500 mils of chicken stock. Now, before you put it in though, just pop a bit of it into your can, swill out your can, and then pop what was in there in. Looking for about 500 mils. Some peppers, any sort is good, we don't mind. Red, white, green, blue, whatever. 2 peppers and 10 to 15 dried apricot halved. Tablespoon of tomato ketchup. 1 cinnamon stick going in. Not the one I wanted, but never mind. That's going in. And 1 tin of chickpeas, and you don't have to drain those, just pop them in. Don't want to come out. Give that a stir around. And add your chicken back in. snuggle it in. And just make sure they go under. Now we're going to bring this to the boil and then put it in the oven for an hour and a half. So my pan has started boiling. I'm going to cover it with a lid. And I'm going to place it in the oven for an hour and a half. My chicken casserole has been in the oven for an hour and a half. I opened the lid up around about the 3/4 of an hour stage so that the liquid could reduce a bit, which it has done. So what I'm going to do now is the last part is add some fresh herbs. And the fresh herbs are about a tablespoon of fresh coriander going in, and about the equal quantity of fresh mint going in. Stir it through. Now you can serve this with whatever you want. Couscous springs to mind, rice, or even just flatbreads, whatever you want. However you serve it, and if you do make this, link me a picture onto my Instagram page, send me a DM, whatever. You'll find my contact details at the bottom of this video.